Hello everyone, I'm Mike Kruger from Weather NorCal. We've got Sharon Clay from Turtle Bay, and we've got, give me a second, Karuka the Tarako.
Yes, you nailed it.
Yes.
Nailed it. Took him like 10 tries.
I know.
You got it. You got it. That's great. That's really good. So that is correct. And she is a bird from Africa.
Africa. Well,
So-
I mean, the colors are a big reason why, right?
Well, the colors tell you what habitat she lives in, but not necessarily like Africa, Asia, South America colors. So when we look at a bird, we can tell everything about them by looking at their beak, their feet, and their feathers.
Okay.
Everything. You can tell what they eat, where they live, the type of habitat they're in, all of that stuff just by looking at them. So for example, if you look at a bird that has feathers going all the way down its feet, it's going to live in a colder climate. You have one that has bare legs like this, they're going to live in a warmer climate. So looking at those legs, looking at her colors, brightly colored, more rainforesty versus a brown. Now your browns can vary. Maybe you have a light brown like for the desert, but maybe you have a brown with all the speckles all over it for living in the forest. So you're going to have birds that blend in that way. So looking at a bird's feathers, you can tell a lot about what habitat they're going to live in.
So this is kind of
Feather
interesting because
count-wise.
you look at, and of course just the feathers and the feet. What about the beak? Has a big part of it as
The
well,
beak
right?
too. So the beak's going to tell you like what they eat. You're going to say, oh, so if you look at her beak, she has this teeny little, soft little nothing beak, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Karuka, but you know.
But it's still special.
It is very special because she eats berries. So these are
Oh,
berry
yummy.
eaters. So this beak is not strong. She could not hurt you if she wanted to with her beak. It's a soft little beak just used for picking berries.
What
but
if she
you had,
like just started gouging in my eyes?
I think only if your eye looked like a berry would you have a problem with it. So you can tell. Gosh, why do I do this?
I know.
So these guys have the. Now I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
I
That's
distracted
okay.
you.
So that's really important, those beaks. So like if you look at like a raptor beak, it's going to be curved and sharp for tearing. You look at a bird like a heron, they've got that long spear beak, that's for spearing fish. Or a probing beak like a raven. So you look at any bird with that shaped beak, you're going to know they have a probing beak. So like a woodpecker has the same type of beak as a raven does. So, or a crow, because they're going to probe into things to eat, probably insects. So, and things like that. So just looking at their beak can tell you like what they eat and how they find their food.
Okay.
So much about a bird.
Yeah.
Their feet are the last one we look at, really important with them, is look at her feet. Nice little flat feet.
Yeah.
So if you have curved, sharp feet, you're like a raptor, it's for grasping, right? If you have flat feet like a turkey or a quail, they run on the ground.
And
You
the
have
webbed feet.
Webbed
Yeah, you
feet
have a
for
webbed feet.
water.
Yeah.
What if they're partially webbed?
Then that means they're a hybrid, and they're more like on the ground or like land.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Sometimes
like
in the water.
like marshy areas or
I call it
shorebirds.
hybrid.
Hybrid, you know, that's fine. But they're going to live like in those marshy areas. So just
Yeah.
looking at the feet, you can tell what habitat they're
Yeah.
going to live in. So looking at her feet, where does she live in, or how does she move around?
She moves around like on the trees and stuff, and flat.
Flat. So she actually runs along the branches.
Okay.
So that's my next hint for you. If she has a relative right here in North America, she's from Africa. She is related to a bird found here. Make her bigger and turn her brown with those flat feet, and instead of running on the branches, runs on the ground.
Runs on the ground. Or road runner.
Roadrunner, and that's their closest relative. So you can tell a lot about a bird by looking at the beak, the feet, and the feathers.
How fun was that? A lot of great information. So next time you're out birding, take a look at all those three things and see if you can learn and discover new things about these birds. Well, Karuka.
Yeah.
I was going
good
to say
job.
Taraka or whatever, something like that. I don't know. Karuka, thank you for being here for a great lesson. Thank you for the wonderful lesson as well. And we will see you next time on Turtle Bay, Wonderful World of Animals.